Atletico Madrid are a massive Spanish team with 11 league titles, and the last one only came a few seasons ago, but they have never won the Champions League. They reached the final in 2013-14 and were beat by Real Madrid, and then again in 2015-16 and once again were beat by Real Madrid. But they've had a really exciting transfer window, the likes of Alvarez, Gallagher, Sorloth. So in today's video we are rebuilding Atletico Madrid with Simeone until we win the league title again and also their first ever Champions League. And this is how the squad looks to start with, and I'm really happy with it. There's good depth everywhere. There's some star players in the team as well, but to improve the team they have given us £62 million, which is very generous, but we're definitely going to need to spend that because they want us to reach the Champions League final and also finish in the top 4 of La Liga. And we're also going to have to list some players, and we've chosen Thomas Lemar and Reynildo. So firstly, Thomas Lemar, he's 28, and you'll see in a minute we've got a younger midfielder that I'd rather give minutes to. And Reynildo, we've got 2 average left backs, so I'd rather sell one and sign a star at left back. And Thomas Lemar has already gone. He's gone to Al Hilal for £22.5 million. And Antonio Gomez, a backup player, has gone to Bournemouth for £2.2 million. But this is the young midfielder I was talking about. Pablo Barrios, look at those stats. He's very all-rounded and only 21 years old. But after both those sales, we have £86 million in the budget right now. And there's a key place for improvement if you look at this squad. It's left midfield. We have Lino and Riquelme, who are both good players. But if we want to win the Champions League, we're going to definitely need some superstars like Atletico Madrid have had over the years. And it's now Reynildo's time to leave. He's actually gone to Barcelona for £16.4 million. And instantly, we are bringing in his replacement. I know I said we need a left mid. That can wait. We've brought in a left back from Wolves. It's Ryan Nori for £27.5 million. And look at this man. He's only 79 rated, yes, but he is 23 years old, and every time I use him, he just goes up in rating so quickly. And in this squad, I think that defense looks so much more solid with him in there. Now, the left mid. Picture some of the players Atletico Madrid have had over the years, what they've all achieved individually. Well, this man has won it all. We're talking about Kingsley Coman. Everywhere he goes, he just wins trophies, and he's now an Atletico Madrid player. £43.5 million, and we know he's got experience of scoring in Champions League finals, so hopefully he can do the same in this rebuild. But I mean, look at him. He is 28, but he's got so much experience. 89 pace with 87 dribbling and 5-star skills. Him in that left mid with Nori behind him. That new left-hand side is completely renovated, and I absolutely love it. And even though we have £24 million still in the budget, looking back at this team, I don't think there's really anywhere else we need to desperately improve right now. So we're going to leave that for the first window, sim to January. But this is one last look at the team. Obviously, Oblak in goal. What a keeper. Then Molina, Lenormand, Jimenez and Nori, Llorente, Koke, Gallagher and Coman, and Griezmann and Alvarez up front. What a team this is. There's so much depth and so much star quality all over this pitch. Oblak, Griezmann and Coman, I'm looking at you. Carry us through to January. I'll see you there. And I mean, the first half of season 1 was all about these challenges. Look at some of these tackles. Our defense were unstoppable. And just like that, we've made it to January. It's time to see how we're doing in the league and the Champions League. Hopefully, it's a good start. We're top of the league, 18 games in, without losing a single one. We are already 2 points clear, so, you know, Barcelona could catch up on us. But, I mean, we couldn't have asked for a much better start than that. 11 wins, 7 draws, only conceded 19 goals as well, which on FIFA is actually really impressive. But, how about the Champions League? And once again, we're top of it without losing a single game. We haven't lost a competitive game all season. So when I'm telling you the defense was good, honestly, it was broken levels of good. Because look at this team now. Oblak, he was such a key player in that first half of the season. Coman's got up a rating. Gallagher as well, up to 82. He's an absolute workhorse. The team is an absolute joke. And the individual stats just back it up. Alvarez, 14 goals in 17 games. That's an unbelievable start to the season. And even better when you see Griezmann's got 7 and 5 and 6 in the Champions League. That's an unbelievable return, especially in the Champions League. Llorente's got 6 and 6 in the Champions League. This man's a right mid. Jimenez has even got 3 in the league and 4 clean sheets. Sorloth played 1 game in the league and scored a hat-trick. That just sums him up perfectly. And then DePaul's got a couple goals, couple assists here and there. Exact same with Gallagher. Coman, 2 goals in 15 league games and none in the Champions League. It's been a really rough introduction to Atletico Madrid for him. Hopefully he can turn it around in the second half of the season though. And you won't be shocked to know that Alvarez is the top goal scorer in the league, and then Llorente is tied top goal scorer in the Champions League, and Griezmann is the top assister in the Champions League. This team is absolutely unbelievable. I don't think we need to make any changes to it. We're ready for the second half of season 1. There's a potential we could win the Champions League and the league just in this season. We will have to wait and see. I don't think we need any more signings. One last look at this team. We are ready to go. It's an unstoppable force, and hopefully they can continue that form. I'll see you on the last day of the season. As you can see, we've made it to the last day of the season. We have an away game against Girona, but is it going to mean anything? That's the big question. But before we find out, have a look at this. We won the Copa de España. It played last month. What an achievement. It's not one of the ones we have to tick off, but it's still really nice to win it. Now, back to more important matters, the league. How is it looking? Oh my god, this is close. So, we only lost 2 games in the second half of the season, which really, again, isn't that bad at all. But it's a 1-point gap between us and Barcelona down to the last game of the season. But what about the Champions League? So in the round of 16, as you can see, we actually beat Benfica 6-3 on aggregate. Nice and comfy. In the quarters, though, is where we actually got knocked out against PSG 4-3 on aggregate. That's really close, and it is unlucky, but as you can see, they did go on to reach the final, so we potentially lost to the winners of the whole tournament. And this is how the squad is looking. Oblak is unstoppable, Alvarez up to 85 as well, Aitnori up to 81, Gallagher's growing as well. The squad is an absolute joke, and the individual stats once again, Alvarez 30 goals in 35 games with 9 assists, over a goal involvement a game, and then you go down to Griezmann as well. Oh my god, this man is broken. 8 goals and 4 assists in the Champions League, and 17 and 11 in the league. Coman, what a revival. 14 goals, 4 assists in 32 league games. He only had 2 in Jan. Llorente slowed down the scoring, but the performances were definitely still there. Gallagher, 4 goals, 5 assists for a box-to-box centre mid is very impressive. Rodrigo de Paul also got involved. Sorloth, 5 goals in 3 games. Maybe he'll have to get more minutes next season. We'll have to wait and see, but it's now the biggest occasion of the season. It's the final game away to Girona. If we win it, we're guaranteed to win the league. Any points dropped, and Barcelona can easily take it from us. Let's get into this. It's the biggest occasion. The players need to step up. Porto's on the ball. Gallagher's unlucky not to get the interception there, but he's now pressed and Marcel's on that right wing. What a challenge back. Great play for him. He's now found Coman, and this could be a dangerous counter-attack opportunity. We've tried to play him behind. It hasn't worked, but great work, Gallagher. Okay, now Porto's on the ball again. Gallagher and Aitnori trying to defend him. What a challenge that is by Aitnori. What a bit of skill as well. He's done his man with absolute ease. He's now running through. He's got Alvarez and Griezmann in the box. He's still going, though. He's put it across goal. Oh, what's happening? Got a shot off. Oh, get a goal. Oh my God. We've got a penalty. I didn't know what to say there. That was a crazy bit of play there. The shots being blocked off the line, the saves, the deflections, all of that. And it's ended up with a penalty for a handball. It's a bit harsh, but we're still going to take it. And it's Griezmann to put us up 1-0, 13 minutes in. Here we go. Just like that, we're 1-0 up in under 14 minutes. Antoine Griezmann has scored a potentially historic goal for Atletico Madrid. They've now got the ball now. They've played it into the middle again. We've gone for a side tackle. It hasn't worked. Jimenez is trying to cover now, though. He's trying to cover the gap across goal. He slid in. Got very lucky. Oh my God, this is horrible. What a save. Porto on the ball again. He has caused a few issues, but he's played it inside this time. Can we win that header? What a chest that is. Oh my God, that is dangerous. They've got outside to Brian Hill. What can he do? What a challenge. Time for some changes here. Aitnori, Coman, Gallagher off for Gallen, Riquelme and De Paul. Hopefully that's enough to see out this game. And it was. Look at that. We are La Liga champions in Season 1. We didn't get the Champions League this season, but we did get the La Liga title. And of course it ended with a clean sheet. Our defence was so good, and I think that game perfectly summed it up. Anytime the defence messed up, Oblak was there to save them. But on to more important things, let's get to this trophy lift. What an achievement. Season 1, with only a couple signings, we've managed to do it. It's now time, though, to push on. And in Season 2, we have to be winning the Champions League. And just to confirm the league title, here we are, 86 points. Barcelona did win, so it is very crucial that we did get that win. 1 point clear at the top, and that's all that matters. And we start off season 2 with some sad news, as Witsel wasn't used much in season 1, and he has now actually gone on a free transfer, so no more Witsel. And this is how the squad looks at the start of season 2. Everyone's ratings have just gone up, and I think this could be a really successful year. And the budget has shot up. We've got £179 million. They know we need to win the Champions League this year, so they full sentence gave us almost £250 million to be spending. But they do want us to win the league and once again reach the final of the Champions League. And I think both of them are definitely possible. But if you look at the squad, centre-back definitely needs improvement. I'm not sure why it still says Witsel there. He isn't there. He has actually gone. So beyond the starting 2, we do actually have nobody up until now, because we have signed a centre-back from Leipzig called Gertruda. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but £32.5 million. But look at him. He's 80 rated, 24 years old, very good stats, and importantly, very good on the ball. So with him on the bench, our team already looks so much stronger. But we couldn't replace any of the 2 starting centre-backs, because that trio of Oblak, Lenormand and Jimenez was unstoppable last season. So Gertruda's going to have to be a role player off the bench. But with all the competitions, there's definitely an opportunity for him to get some minutes. And once again, if you look at the midfield, I think we could potentially do with some improvement, as Koke is now 81 rated. It is sad to see the captain go, but we are going to be bringing in a superstar to hopefully get us the Champions League trophy. Koke out, Sloboslai in for £60 million. We're using the money they gave us. We're going for a bit more of an attacking midfielder. Look at those stats. 24 years old, 83 rated. All of the attacking stats look absolutely fantastic. And him and Gallagher in centre mid could actually be scary. With DePaul and Koke off the bench, oh my god, this team is really starting to look good. We still do have £77 million in the budget, but I do think that's our spending done for the first window of season 2 anyway. We might reinvest in January. We'll have to see how the first half of the season goes, but these are 3 players that I think are going to be crucial in season 2. Obviously, first is Alvarez. Look at those stats. Look at the numbers he put up last season. This man is on his way to be one of the best strikers in the entire world. Next, Griezmann. He is 34, almost 35, but he has got so much experience. He's done it all at the highest level. He is going to be key for us once again. And finally, Coman. Think about how he started season 1 compared to how he ended it. If he carries on that form that he had in the second half of season 1, he will be unstoppable this season. And that is it. Have a last look at this squad. We're now ready for season 2. But that is it. Have a final look at this squad. Sloboslai and Gertruda have come in. I think the depth is absolutely insane. We're ready for the first half of season 2. I'll see you in January. And from the first half of the season, just look at this goal from Griezmann. Alvarez picks it up, finds him in the middle. He's one-on-one with the defender. That cut-in, that finish is unbelievable. And we're halfway through January. I got a bit too excited and carried on playing games. But here we are. We've got an away game against Milan. But how are we doing in the league? And even more importantly, how are we doing in the Champions League group phase? So in the league, we're top once again, this time by 6 points. We're not unbeaten, but we have won 17 games, which is unbelievable. And look at that, 20 games played and only 16 goals conceded. The defence is absolutely unbelievable. And in the Champions League, we've had a decent start. It looks like there's going to be no issues with us going through to the knockouts. Not quite top of the league unbeaten like we were last year, but as long as we get through, that's all that really matters. But we have some terrible news. Conor Gallagher's release clause was met by Real Madrid. I completely forgot to check whether he had one. I forgot La Liga players basically all have one. And for £72 million, they've got their hands on one of our most important players, which means we now have £158 million and a big gap in that midfield. Obviously, Rodrigo de Paul can fit it, but then our backup isn't very good at all. So we're bringing in a superstar of a centre mid to see out the rest of the season. Ezequiel Palacios, 75 million from Bayer Leverkusen, and he's 86 rated. And look at those stats. He's the perfect midfielder to replace Gallagher. Look at those defensive stats. 90 interceptions. He in midfield is going to be breaking up the play so perfectly, just like Gallagher was, and maybe even to a bit of a higher level. But before we play the rest of season 2, let's have a look at the individual stats. So Alvarez again, 12 goals, 6 assists. Griezmann, 9 goals, 10 assists, with 4 in the Champions League, and one of them was that beauty I showed you. Llorente's putting up decent numbers. Coman, sadly, once again, has had a bit of a slow start, but we saw what he did last year, completely turned it around, so hopefully he can do that for us. Molina, a solid right back. He's up to 85 rated now. Aitnori, Sloboslai, they're all doing their part. But we're now ready to finish Season 2. As you can see, the starting lineup is the exact same other than Palacios in for Gallagher. Can he fill his shoes? And can we secure ourselves a Champions League final and a chance of completing it in 2 seasons? And just like that, we've made it to the end of the season. Look in that bottom right corner. We have a Champions League final to be playing. And this is against Porto. I mean, unless they've signed so many stars, I think we've got to be massive favourites in this game. But before that, let's check out the league and see whether we've gone back to back. Oh my. We didn't lose a game in the second half of the season. We won 33 out of 38 games. Only conceded 32. I got 102 points. Oh my god. Palacios for Gallagher was maybe the best decision we've ever made. Because look at the return. 100 plus points in this season and a Champions League final. Let's have a look how we got there. So, in the round of 16, we did beat Liverpool 4-1 on aggregate. And then in the quarterfinals, we beat Man City 4-3 on aggregate. So, we've taken out 2 English giants. And in the semis, we beat Real Madrid 3-2. We've got our revenge for those 2 2010s Champions League final defeats. And Porto beat PSG, meaning we've got Porto on the 30th of May in the Champions League final. And I mean, this team is more than ready for that occasion. Aitnori's up to 84. Molina's up to 86. Oblak has gone up to 90 rated while being 33 years old. On FIFA, that shows how good he's been, because a 33-year-old going up ratings is so unheard of. The team is a joke. Alvarez up to 88 now as well. And the individual stats, Griezmann puts up 10 goals, 6 assists in the Champions League. Alvarez, 23 goals, 10 assists in the league. This man is unstoppable. Llorente ended up with 12 goals and 5 in the Champions League. Palacios as well, he's our 4th top goal scorer. He got 5 in the league, 2 in the Champions League, and was an unbelievable player the entire second half of the season for us. Koeman again didn't put up the big numbers, but we have a Champions League final and he's a big game player. And then Sloboslai, again, decent stats, but he was kind of just playing it to players like Koeman and Llorente and letting them link up with the strikers. All in all, the team has played very well, and it's now time for a Champions League final. We're obviously going full strength. There's no injuries, no suspensions. It's against Porto. Can we win the entire thing? Alvarez, Koeman, we're looking at you two. I think you are going to be key this game. Let's get straight into this. Hopefully, we are hands on that trophy. Early doors, they've got the ball out wide. Aitnori's trying to hold him up. They found Concheal against Jimenez. Nice bit of skill, and Ryerson's now got the ball inside the box. Back inside, over to Samu. Big save from Oblak. Okay, Otavio's got the ball now. 24 minutes on the clock. He's played it across. Back to Ibanez. They're trying to just play it nicely here for Red. They are playing it very nicely, to be fair. Just comfy play around the back. 26 minutes now, though. And we're going to try and start a high press to win that ball back. Palacios, what a challenge. We've played it out to Koeman now. A good opportunity here for a counter. Great little turn there. Great bit of skill. He's still got it. Surely not. Oh my god, Koeman. I can't believe he has just scored that. All credit as well goes to Palacios. He broke up the play absolutely perfectly and then found Koeman. Look at Correa and Sal and Simeone. They're so happy. But I can't believe the goal we've just seen. What a finish. I said he's got experience in Champions League finals, scoring goals. And that's exactly what he's done there. They've got the ball out wide now though. Mora is being challenged by Molina. Can he keep hold of it? He can. He's booted it up to Alvarez. That's a very nice touch, but he has lost out. And now this could be dangerous. Big save from Oblak. 50 minutes on the clock. Oblak's now got a goal kick. He's rolling it out to Molina. He's going to try and find Llorente. Awful pass, but Llorente might save him. Oh my god, what a touch that is. Now Llorente could be in behind, but as you can see, Griezmann and Alvarez need to join him. Griezmann's coming up. He's cut inside. Played it on the reverse to Griezmann, surely. Just like that. 54 minutes on the clock. We're 2-0 up. Antoine Griezmann is not missing from there. This man's been a Champions League legend for us these 2 seasons. And he's continued it there. Great work from Llorente. Look at that. Cut in. So then play the reverse pass. And Griezmann, son. What a finish. We're 2-0 up. 89 minutes on the clock. Nothing else has happened. If we can just see this out, there should be no issues now because we've got the 2-goal lead. They're on the edge of the box, but it shouldn't matter. A win header and it's all done. And it is. We're Champions League winners. Oh my god, so in 2 seasons we've won the league twice and now won the Champions League. Atletico Madrid have officially been rebuilt. Let's check out this trophy lift though. We've won the league in season 2 and the Champions League, 100 plus points and then a comfy Champions League win. And for some reason, There's just no trophy to lift. Jimenez is pretending to lift a trophy. Not sure what's happening there, but we have done it. I think player of the series has to either go to Alvarez or Griezmann. You'll have to comment what one you think had a better series. And also comment who you want to see me rebuild next. Because Atletico Madrid, we've completed it, mate. And if you have made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.